The fuck's talking to me?
What do you mean capybaras don't speak?
They don't just
They don't speak,
don't
man.
speak
I think they
because
do.
They're just
capybara's
rodents.
talking. All right, you guys let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I already started the stream, so you go ahead when you want to.
Yeah,
All right.
I hear me coughing all over Twitch.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do. Someone has to check our audio in a second.
Do that before I start the actual recording, because I don't want to edit all this out afterwards.
Okay, Corvallis, can you?
I hear Tom.
I'll fucking do it. Whatever.
I hear Cory. I hear me.
How does it look?
Do you?
Does it look
Does it look
magical?
phenomenal?
Does it look amazing? I'm gonna go
Just
into you.
what are you doing to me?
I went
Says I'm
inside you. I
live.
learned from
I
you.
see that.
Um,
I feel like we're not all audio balanced. I feel like I'm louder than everybody else.
Are you?
maybe.
I mean that's
On Twitch, yeah. It's hard to tell because there's
the echo, right?
Cory, what do you use for a headset?
I'm using whatever that cheapo headset I got from
Yeah, the quality is
Goodwill.
not great.
Well, I can use my
How's
microphone. Hold on.
how's my audio? Oops, smacking my headset here.
Your
Do I
audio
sound all right?
You sound fine. Hold on, let me
Okay.
switch my input.
All right.
Hope no one's watching us.
I don't know, maybe. It looks fine. You're playing with the camera mode. I don't know. Just like look over to people when they're talking, I guess, when they're in the mirror. Because the mirror is the best way, in my opinion. It looks nice. I'm just sitting here,
Give me a second. All right.
twiddling my legs. It's pretty nice. Oh, God.
All right, what about now?
That sounds way better.
Okay, so what was happening was Discord was using my old microphone that was nowhere near me
Ah, that makes sense.
without telling me. All right. So
Yeah, Discord does that.
that's bizarre. All right. You have to
Make
tell
sure. Are you recording the Discord for the stream?
What? I'm pulling
The
the
audio
audio.
going to the stream
It's
is
from
going.
audio going to Twitch is from Discord, yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you have to worry about the VR chat settings because you're not listening to it.
No, exactly. We're fine. All right.
All right.
Tom, give us your
Hold
code.
on, let me. I gotta start the recording. Do we have a cold intro?
Do we have a cold intro, Tom?
I've been thinking of one. I'm blanking out.
I kind of like when you stand there and you're closer,
I
like
like when I
that.
cut Tom out like this.
That's fine.
It's just
I
us.
mean,
mean,
it'd
I'm
be
not gonna.
cool if Tom was standing up or
No, he's too
something.
busy kicking his
This would
feet.
be good.
I like my little kicking feet. It's adorable.
Okay, there you go. I mean, this doesn't
If,
look
if I'm
bad.
if I'm standing, I'm gonna be doing my dance.
All right. Well, I mean, we're gonna move around a bit later, but okay.
Are we?
Yeah, like we don't
This
have.
is what you get when you get me standing up.
It's amazing. Welcome, welcome, Tom. Give us an
Hey,
intro.
I gotta start the fucking recording. You didn't say if you have a cold intro or not.
This
I
is the
usually
cold
have
intro.
one.
This is the cold intro.
What's the cold intro?
The cold intro is you getting Craig in here, and we're just gonna do it. Just don't worry about it.
That's not a cold
Cory
intro.
and I have the cold intro in the bag. I got you, Cory. We got it in the
All right,
bag.
we got
I
this.
got something. Hold on.
The guinea
Hold on,
pig
hold on.
knows me, Tom. The guinea pig knows what I'm talking about.
We're just gonna improv it. It's fine.
Now recording.
Now recording.
Yeah, we
Now
Yeah.
recragging.
So, how would
Good
you guys
evening.
feel about a nativity scene? Only they replaced all of the characters, your baby Jesus, your Joseph, your Mary, with little lobsters.
Lobsters. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
This past weekend, I happened to see such a thing for sale at the local Christmas market, and I was I almost bought it. It was adorable.
Wait, was this like the Christmas tree shop?
No, it was an outside market down in South Boston.
Oh man, you should have got it.
Yeah. Would you respect the lobster Jesus?
I don't know if respect is the right word.
What would you call it?
I would
how would you
admire the
prefer
lobster Jesus.
how would you prefer your savior be represented?
I don't have a savior in particular, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
If you happen to be a Jesus person, which I'm not,
I'm
but
not. So.
I might be convinced if he was in a
When you
lobster
say
form.
when you happen to be a Jesus person, do you mean if you happen to be our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Because there's one, and he's not just a person, Tom. He's a father, a son,
Was he a father?
And a Holy Spirit.
and a Holy Spirit. Yeah, thank you. That's the one I
I
forgot.
didn't pay attention in church.
Yeah, apparently you didn't.
Yeah.
This is like the
Yeah,
worst
I didn't
Miyazaki
either.
movie.
What are you talking about?
It's just what we're seeing.
Yeah. We need a pig person standing here.
Oh, we
So
forgot.
what? Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Because it's over, it's past, and now it's
Oh yeah,
Dynamite Digital Deliberations episode 31.
I forgot that Thanksgiving happened. Oh, yeah. Do you guys watch the football games?
Oh, I
No.
watched Footy Gov. Oh, what a
Oh,
ludicrous display.
you watched the wrong footy.
Oh,
Like the football American.
all right.
Americana the football.
I mean, England went up against America. It was a very
Yeah.
boring game.
Le
0-0,
football.
Yeah.
as it should
No,
be.
no, it's soccer, Tom. You say 0-0.
0-0,
Get it
huh?
right.
Doesn't that happen a lot in soccer? Isn't that
Yeah,
like a
yes, that
common
happens all the
thing?
time.
Isn't that a song from Sleigh Bells?
I don't know what that is.
It's a
Yeah, I
band.
don't.
The song is Real Real. It's actually about tennis.
Oh.
If you heard it, you'd know it.
Do you
I
think?
should.
I don't think that's true. I probably wouldn't, because I probably never heard it. But whatever.
I'll link it later. God damn.
Okay.
All right.
Is this where the intro music
All right.
starts?
I mean, I can edit whatever I want.
All right. So we
Hello and welcome. Hey, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
I'm gonna fucking gum dance at you. Give me a second here. This is the wrong thing. All right. Here we go. Hello and welcome to episode 31 of Digital Deliberations. With me, as usual, is Cravels. He didn't go to sleep this time. This is when you
Yeah,
say
not yet.
hello.
Not yet. Not yet.
This is me, Joe. Hi.
Hi, this is me. I'm not asleep yet.
You're not asleep yet, yeah. And Cory joining us for what, the third?
Yeah, no, not only the third, but I've revolutionized our podcast.
Yeah, we're VR chatting now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a
adorable Gum
capybara.
from the hit video game Jet Set Radio,
Yeah.
and I'm perfect, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Yeah.
happy with this choice.
Cabela's, what are you?
I'm the most adorable, most dapper capybara I could possibly imagine.
What are the glasses
It's
for?
I don't know. They help me read and do capybara business.
that thing's got to be from some anime I just never heard of. There's a lot
I
of
don't
those.
think so. Capybaras are just popular in meme culture right now.
Have they replaced the alpaca?
Yes, the capybaras are huge in meme culture right now.
Okay, I don't follow the internet stuff, so you gotta keep me up with this shit. I'm no zoomer.
Oh well, capybaras are great. And there's like a rap song. It's like, okay, I pull up, and then yeah, it's like capybara memes. It's a TikTok thing.
Okay, so we did that. It is the 27th of November, I
Yeah, see,
believe,
Sona's in chat.
2022.
Capybara confirmed.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have the chat up at all, so
I
you guys
forgot.
gotta
Okay, first of all, Tom, get the goddamn chat up. Second of all, I am a
fucking.
communist wolf girl. This is what I am on the inside. I
Is it a
hammer and
Chibo
sickle.
Mato song?
It sounds like it.
I mean, aren't we all a communist wolf girl on the inside?
Inside you, there's two wolves. One's a communist wolf girl.
One's an anarchist wolf girl.
One's an anarchist wolf girl.
All right.
And they're fucking.
Okay.
I can't have the chat up and the fucking docket up at the same time. I have too many screens. I only have two monitors.
All right.
I should probably get a third.
Yeah, you probably should. You screw.
I only have 2 monitors as well.
Yeah.
It is difficult to have all the things up. So
All
I
right,
probably won't
so-
be moving around much on camera.
I mean, you guys.
That was
You guys can move around. I have the camera set.
I don't give a fuck about the goddamn VR chat. This is your business. I'm gonna stand here and do the podcast.
You should be
It
dancing.
doesn't
Yeah.
work well for audio, motherfucker.
Dance.
Well, okay.
If I had a
Thanks.
VR headset, this would be different. You can go ahead and buy me one, and then I can have the document up in the VR headset.
I'm not
and
making people sit in a VR headset for fucking 2 hours as you do a podcast. That sounds like a nightmare.
It sounds
I've never worn
amazing.
one.
It sounds like some fucking charges being filed against me for. I'm calling this a job, even though I don't pay anybody.
Yeah, we have to.
I don't
Talk
pay
about
myself.
That. We have to talk about that.
I see your communist eyeballs.
Do you see me, Tom?
I know your game.
All right, what do we got first, Tom?
All right. Well, we skipping the casualties. How everybody's doing? Have anybody's tried the new Mountain Dew at all or anything like that?
There's a new Mountain Dew. No, we should talk about this because I was not aware.
I've looked for it actively. I have not found it, but it is fruitcake flavored. We talked about it. I think, a week ago.
Oh, I saw that at Sheets on Friday night, and I almost got it, but it was kind of late, and I didn't want any caffeine. So
What kind of store is that?
Sheets is the best kind of store. Sheets is a gas station and made to order fast food restaurant that has like
Oh,
a
like a
beer
Wawa.
cave. Yeah, no, it's better than a Wawa, okay? Fuck a Wawa. All
Okay,
right?
I'm sorry.
There's a big debate in Pennsylvania between Sheets and Wawa, and your other team Sheets or your team Wawa, okay?
I have neither.
And
I'll take
Wawa
either
is
one.
fucking
Oh,
trash.
we got some fucking
Wawa is
we got
trash.
activity in our chat.
Yeah. No,
Wawa is
I'm
supreme.
sorry, but you're just wrong. You're just wrong.
How can you
I've
It's
never been
okay
to a
that you're
Sheetz.
wrong, but you're just wrong.
Okay, wow.
I've never been to a Sheetz. I've been to a Wawa and it was amazing. So
Yeah,
who
I've
knows?
been to a Wawa as well, and it was terrible. And I was on a road trip, and I had to stop like 3 times after that on my road trip to shit. It was terrible, and it slowed me down.
I like to imagine you were the capybara when you did that. You know,
I might as well have been.
you don't need to like slow down. Sounds like a you problem. Our chat is right. Tom,
No, Wawa, the food at Wawa is just not good. She's got
Um,
the mac and cheese bites. She's got good burgers. She's got all the snacks.
can
Love
we talk about
Sheets.
this dance I got going on? Because it's perfect.
Um,
it's pretty amazing.
yeah.
This doesn't do great for visual aid, but
I might
just assume that I'm Gum from Jet Set Radio.
hold on. I have to get rid of my
So,
Steam on notifications.
anyway, I don't have Sheets or a Wawa, but we don't really have many gas station stores here in general. Gas stations in the Boston area fucking suck.
Yeah, we got a new one actually. We got one called Cohen that like is trying to. It's like a ghettoer version of Sheets and Wawa. Like all they have is chicken and potato wedges, but they're actually JoJo's and they're not potato wedges, and they are actually pretty good. And the chicken's not bad either, but that's like all they have. You know what I mean? They don't have like a full menu like Sheets and Wawa do.
Uh-huh. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is I want this Mountain Dew, but I can't find it at the supermarket.
Well, I'll get one. I don't know about sending it to you, but I'll get one and I'll tell you about
There's a
it.
Circle K over by Cory, I think.
Oh, what?
Circle K will have it. Circle K, it's a convenience store at a gas station.
Yeah,
Although I have seen some detached from gas stations, and it's weird.
we've got a Circle K out here too.
Yeah, they're big everywhere else except here. We don't have all the cool
Yeah.
shit in the Boston area.
No. What I would really like to try is Zaxby's.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a chicken place, like a fast food chicken place.
Oh, I know of Churches. I've seen those in the
Yeah, I'd like
Midwest.
to try Churches and a Raising Cane's as well.
Raising Cane's is lame.
Really, I've heard it's really good.
Fucking lame ass chicken. It used to, yeah, it still is. ComAv has one, and Taylor wanted to go there all the fucking time. I don't know why. There was an amazing roast beef place across the street called Roast Beast. I don't know if you've ever been there.
That sounds good. Just
They were the best. Get your fucking Communist Manifesto out of here. The fuck's wrong with you?
I
also
thought these were dances.
Sona in chat says Zaxby's is righteous if you eat meat. So yeah,
I do not eat meat anymore, so none of this
I'm
interests me.
definitely on
But
that Zaxby's train. I gotta find one.
I can only
It's
talk in
wild because
past
like
tense.
also I've seen ads for Zaxby's, but I've never seen a Zaxby's.
I like when I watch my illegal football streams. I download off the internet. They have local commercials about places I cannot go to, and it breaks my heart a little bit.
Tom, as you know, I'm strictly against pirating commercial media.
I don't give a fuck.
That's not in the Communist
Hey,
Manifesto.
I paid for NFL Sunday ticket or where the fuck it is, and it's expensive. It's like $50 a month, crazy expensive, and it just blocks out random games. It's fucking awful. I tried paying for football; it will not let me do it.
That's whack.
Yeah, it's insane. I want to watch my Baltimore Ravens. I can't watch it because I don't live local to the area, and all the streaming services I try to actually pay for block it out for some fucking reason. Football's a nightmare to watch.
Well, good thing this isn't a football stream. It's a video game stream. We're gonna be talking about Microsoft's attempt to acquire Activision Blizzard.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was such a
that's
bad transition.
stop doing your fucking dances.
Oh, that's pretty good though. I like that one.
Yeah, my
I like
dances are
my idol
better.
dance.
I like this one.
Hey. Okay,
Anyway,
what do we have on the docket, Tom?
so what's new about this Activision thing? I know they're talking about the selective exclusives for Xbox, so they'd get like all your Elder Scrolls and shit. But Call of Duty would still come out to PC and
All right.
well, I think it all comes out to PC, but it's coming out to PlayStation because Sony really wants Call of Duty.
I organized a
Because I
pretty
know
I organized a pretty good docket, Tom. As you can see, it's
I'm looking at it.
Okay, well, the first thing is obviously Microsoft is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard, and they're
Old news.
That needs to be blocked on sheer
okay. Well,
like
as part of the docket,
antitrust
it
stuff.
is FTC is probably
Yeah.
going to attempt to block it. Is one of the
Yeah,
news
that
stories
Yeah.
that just came
it
out this
passed through
week.
FTC before, so now there's a new concern that's probably going to get ignored as
I
well.
mean, it is a massive monopoly. Right now in court, in UK
What's a
courts,
monopoly? What's a monopoly?
it's a monopoly is
A
like
really shitty board game.
yes, but it's also
What's the monopoly in this acquisition? Tell me.
the idea that they would have the like largest brands of competitive shooters. They would control the
That it
competitive shooter
doesn't
market.
matter. That's not a monopoly.
Well, I mean, this is
No,
the argument.
it's more about having a dominant market share of like
That's fine. That's not antitrust.
It is though. It's a dominant. It's control. Like the arguments being made, Tom. If you let me speak, sir. Uh,
Yeah,
the
speak.
arguments
Whatever.
being spoken right now is Sony's arguing that they're going to be relegated to the position that Nintendo's in. That Microsoft's main goal is to make them the like a system that can't be used for 18 plus shooters.
Isn't Nintendo the highest grossing game company right
Yeah, they
now?
weren't arguing that. They were arguing that they're going to be, kiddie fodder. They're going to make games that aren't going to be the competitive online
Good.
multiplayer shooters
That
aren't.
was the good Sony games.
Well, I agree with you, but this is the argument Sony's making. They're in court.
Ape Escape 5, do it.
They're in court right now, arguing before the British Consumerist and Market Commission.
These are all American companies. Well, I guess Sony. I guess Sony is European, yeah.
They're international companies.
Their headquarters was changed from Japan
But
to
their arguments,
Europe, I'm pretty sure.
God damn you, shut up. Their arguments in court
Hey,
right now.
motherfucker.
I'm trying to express news, Tom. Their arguments in court right now are Sony says that this is going to be anti-competitive. Microsoft saying that they can, Call of Duty is going to be released to everyone. It's not going to be anti-competitive, and just smaller titles like Elder Scrolls 6 are going to be exclusive to the Microsoft platforms. And
Small title.
right now, they're both going back to back, arguing how shitty they are. With Sony coming out saying that EA and Battlefield are no competitor to Call of Duty, there's just not the same brand recognition or name recognition. And Microsoft saying they do not have the same exclusives. Their exclusives are worse, objectively worse than anything PlayStation has.
I don't know. I'd rather play Gears of War than anything on the Sony platform.
Well, yeah,
It's a Ratchet and Clank.
but it's amusing to watch two companies argue who is worse. You don't see that very often.
We're so sad over here. We only got Halo, and they got God of War. Have you seen that God of War? It's great.
I mean, look,
Gears of War.
I don't think the merger should be allowed to happen, but it's not because either company is shitty.
Whoa.
The more these game companies conglomerize, the worse it is for the games industry and the consumer.
I don't think that Activision is exactly the forerunner in that field.
But like when it comes to like consolidation of media, you see this with Disney, you see this with movies. Like it becomes like a monolith in culture, and so those are the arguments being made there. But there's also what?
But Activision's already one of those. It's not like they're
Yeah.
buying up all the indie studios. That would be
Yeah,
a
but you
different
don't
story.
need to make the problem worse.
Also,
like it's bad for the media. Like it's gonna make more bad games. It's bad for storytelling.
We're talking fuck storytelling first off. And
It's bad
secondly,
for
it's
IP
Activision Blizzard.
laws.
What the fuck do they have that matters?
Right, but at the same
for real, what matters from Activision right now? Call of Duty?
First of all, Microsoft is buying up all the indie studios. They've been doing that. They've already done that.
Yeah, that's great. It goes to Game Pass. I love it. It's all wonderful. I'm all for this new future.
I mean, in addition to Sony and Microsoft arguing in court, a Swedish pension fund firm has come out trying to sue to stop it because they say this is just Microsoft taking advantage of Activision Blizzard's, we'll call them troubles, sexual assault troubles, the constant horrible culture that they have.
I'm sure what they're doing is just getting the IPs and dropping the actual Activision company.
I don't know. I mean, are they going to save the CEO? Are they going to like take over?
No, I wouldn't. What benefit do they have from actually acquiring Activision Blizzard as a company, other than the IPs and some of the studios that work on those games?
I mean,
the smaller studios they should probably take, but the actual shell of Activision Blizzard's so tainted at this point. Just fucking dump it. Make Call of Duty.
I mean,
I'm dancing.
I noticed you're dancing. I mean, This is a monopoly that's going to be formed. This is a conglomerate. This is what Teddy
Monopoly and what?
Roosevelt games.
What are
Good
you talking
games.
about? They don't make Activision makes 5 fucking games. That's not a monopoly.
Right, but they're the biggest. Fucking everyone you know is playing Call of Duty except me.
Fucking chuds are.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
chud. Everyone,
there's a lot of chuds out there, man.
it's
There's
a
a lot of
giant
people who
market.
want to play that game.
It's a giant market share, Tom.
I'm not. I don't understand how Monopoly plays into this when they have Call of Duty. It's a fucking shooter. It's single IP. Who gives a
The
fuck?
most well-known shooter in the world.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fallen on hard times
Oh,
the
what
last
do you
few
want?
years.
Medal of Honor? You think Medal of Honor is going to compete, buddy?
I mean, it's also
If they wanted
it's
to.
also a government contract.
I mean, yeah.
The
Call of
gov
Duty?
the
I don't think Call of Duty is.
Yes, no, there's no way they don't get money from the U.S. military for those games.
They do
I need
absolutely
some.
get some funding from the U.S. military. They're meant to show the
I
U.S.
would
military.
like some sources on this.
I mean, the U.S. military pays.
Any media that portrays the U.S. armed forces has to like get approval.
I want some source
They
on
don't
this.
have to get approval, but if they want like funding or inside information into how tech works or demos, then they have to play nice.
Yeah,
And
Let me tell you, Call of Duty, super realistic.
sometimes it's in space with Kit Harington.
they've actively tried to use it as a recruiting tool for the
They had
armed
their own
forces.
game for that.
Yeah, it's no one's playing Arma.
No, it was America's Army.
America's. Oh,
That game was actually pretty solid.
the one where you had to like actually do IFAC kits and like emergency trauma surgery on people in the battlefield.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you're the
Yeah.
U.S. military and you're trying to get recruits, do you?
I think the Call of
Just-
Duty game does it for them. I don't think they need fucking sipping for the money.
Yeah, so you help them. You give them money for your from your propaganda budget. Like,
But they're doing it for free. Why would you give them money for it? I need some source on this. I don't want no fucking hearsay.
Tom, I can't take you seriously while you dance. Stop it.
It's casual dance.
Stop.
Oh, you want this one?
I mean,
Hold on.
if you want to look up those sources, that's fine. We can move on to the next topic.
Yeah, please.
But I'll show
'Cause
you
guys know what
my
the fuck you're talking
I'll show
about.
you my opinion on this merger. Stop it. You stop
Okay.
it.
I'm not gonna.
I mean, here I found a Game Rant article about how the military uses Call of Duty as a recruiting
That's perfectly
tool.
fine. What I'm saying here is, does the American Army actually give them money? Because that's a completely different thing. Because I know people play Call of Duty and want to join the military because they're always a fucking moron when they're 15.
Well, I mean, how many like lives do you get? What's your KD ratio?
Yeah, that's true. The recruiter at the desk. All right, boy, what was your KDR in the last season? 3.0, Sergeant.
Sergeant, what's my loadout gonna be? Sona
let's see
says
here.
Tom's probably right from what they're reading, but they do donate to veterans' efforts. It sounds like.
That's perfectly fine. That's not taking money from the government. That's giving money back to the actual veterans. I mean, that's
Tom,
respectable in a way.
are you
What's up?
okay with Call of Duty giving money to Tory? You know what he spends his money on.
Yeah, I've seen it. He buys weird synthesizers with cool pedals.
I've seen his Instagram. We know what he spends his money on.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they're saying their exclusives are worse, which I mean,
I mean, right
the
now,
only way that's true right now is that Microsoft has not shipped like an actual first party game in like a year to 2 years. If you can count Forza Horizon, what was it, 5, 6, whatever came out recently, and they just released the Hellblade 2. But otherwise, no, not even Hellblade 2. It was that's not even a first party studio. That's the fuck was that game with the rats?
oh, Plague Tale, Siblings.
Yeah, Plague Tale. That's not a first party game. So yeah, they just had Forza come out.
I mean,
And last Christmas area they had Halo. This whole year has had pretty much nothing.
I mean, right now we're just gonna see if this merger is gonna be blocked. Honestly, I'm against giant corporations, but if Microsoft was willing to fire the top level brass of Activision Blizzard, I'd be fine with that.
I'm still boycotting Activision Blizzard.
I mean,
So they need to get rid of. They need to restructure that company if I'm going to buy their games again.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'll be Microsoft and show up in Game Pass and
How-
shit. So
how
it's
else
all
am I
like
gonna
already
play
lumped in.
World of Warcraft Dragon Ride or whatever it's called.
Yeah, didn't that come out?
No, I think it releases.
It's like this. It's coming soon.
Yeah, it's
real
a
soon.
week or two.
I mean, like, the furries are probably all about it.
Yeah, probably. Weren't they already excited about that panda one from like a decade ago?
Yeah,
I mean, the furries have loved WoW forever.
said the capybara.
I'm not a furry though.
Sure, you're not capybara.
He's a gentleman and a capybara.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a gentleman and a capybara.
What's next on the docket, Tom?
Roblox again. What the fuck did they do this time?
Oh,
Roblox
is it the
patents
oof sound?
age-appropriate curation system.
Yeah, so Roblox is patenting a new system to uh, patenting a new system to stop all the weird adult-only weirdo stuff in their, custom-made,
Kids game
user-made.
for kids.
Yeah, this like 60 to 70% of the people who play that game are kids at least, right? It's insanely underage as far as a platform
I
goes.
would say it's probably even higher. I would say it's probably closer to like 70%. Like I would say it's like 70% are under 16. I mean, it's
Oh, for
right.
sure. For sure.
Oh, absolutely. Real quick, we have some information from the chat. We have Sol Svensk saying that there was a sponsored Call of Duty, U.S. Army sponsored Call of Duty event, esports
Oh, it
event.
was esport. I think they had a team. They had an esports team that played Call of Duty.
But it was because they actually also have a Twitch that people constantly stream like anti-U.S. things on. It's very funny. But apparently they pulled support for Call of Duty after all the recent scandals with Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, so I
Mm.
mean, having a team play your game is not the same as giving them money actively for supporting the military. It's
Uh,
different. Like I can sponsor a Splatoon team. It doesn't mean I'm giving Nintendo money.
I mean, you always give Nintendo money.
I mean, I do.
So, and I fact checked myself on the Roblox usage. I'm seeing here 67% are under the age of 16
Yeah, that's insane.
as of October of this year. So when I said 70%, I was really fucking close.
So when it comes to Roblox, People Make Games is a pretty good YouTube, company, and they do some nice little videos to break down like gambling and stuff that it's bad in the gaming world. But they did a expose 2 years ago about Roblox, and it's about how Roblox just abuses the fact that most of their content is user made, and the way it pays and
Mhm.
structures their pay towards children's insane. There's no contracts. They like take a
Yeah, and
huge
they
cut.
basically they pay like a company town would with like if you get paid in Roblox credits and it's like impossible to cash out. I believe we did discuss this on the pod previously.
But it's also like there's like teams that come together of developers for Roblox, and they're usually teams made up of mostly children with some adults at like top level. And there's just levels of like sexual harassment and weird, creepy grooming stuff that happens in the background of these. So Roblox is a real has a real problem moderating because they don't do it very well. So this is a good step for a mostly child user base.
Yeah.
Stop dancing whenever you
Yeah.
talk about this dire news.
Well,
Hey,
they're
Beat
also
always has a song in our heart.
are they also not having issues with that licensing with that Tommy Tallarico fellow? He's got some stuff going on there
No,
too.
there's no actual problem. The problem is Tommy Tallarico. Did you watch that
Oh,
H Bomber Guy
Tommy
video?
Tallarico is the problem. Oh, yeah,
Did you
good.
watch that video?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, if you're interested in more Roblox weirdness, I highly recommend you in the audience take some time to watch the epic like hour and a half long video put out by H Bomber Guy about the Roblox oof sound and its origin.
Yeah.
Just on the subject of Roblox.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be linked in stream.
Will it?
Yeah, I'll find it now. I'll put it in the stream chat.
Uh,
We can put a link to it in the video later.
what do
For
we
your
have?
audio listeners, you can just search for it on YouTube. It's
Yeah, you're
not
just gonna have to.
Yeah, that's
complicated.
true.
You're gonna have to
I
bing
think it's
it.
called Roblox or something. Roblox, something like that.
We are sponsored by Bing, so we need you to bing it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
okay.
bang it.
Oh yeah, let me just ping it.
But don't go watch that now. Watch that later because it's like 2 hours long.
Yeah, no, watch
This
us
is
now.
important. This chat is riveting.
What do we got next?
Let's see. Pokemon Scarlet are the fastest selling games. Yes, they are. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or whatever it's called. That's
Pokemon
the one I
MILF
got.
and DILF.
If they've been the best selling games, they beat Sun and Moon on the initial sales, which is kind of impressive. Okay, I have a
It's
rant about Pokemon.
Oh wait,
yeah.
Are
Let's
you,
do
are
it.
you guys
I would love to rant about
wait.
Pokemon.
Before you rant,
all
let me get a good angle on you. Let's go.
right? Let me start dancing first. There we go. This is my rant dance.
All right.
Yeah. So Do you find it that Pokemon is a scam when they still sell two versions of the game, especially when the differences are like a single line of code that changes from version A to version B, and the only real difference in the actual game themselves when they change that flag are certain Pokemon you can catch and a different design of like the weird lizard bike thing you get.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, so there's no reason for it to be two versions still, and that's inflating the numbers of sales because people who buy both are combination of all of that above,
Mhm.
and fucking Chris, and the fact that they sell a double pack, so it's not like you have the freedom of choice saying I want A or B. When they sell you a pack that includes both versions of the game, they're making it look like they're two different games. When it
Wait,
is in
can you buy
fact
them
this.
individually as
You buy them
well?
individually like you always could, but they also sell the double pack. It's like saying these are two different games. The version is just your choice of which version of this said one game do I want. But when they sell it in a double pack, it's like a discounted version. It's like $100 for two of them instead of the 60 each. But it makes you think you get in two games, but it is the same fucking game twice. It's like a giant ripoff. Do you not agree with
Yeah, I
that?
mean, no, I agree. I think in Red and Blue and Gold and Silver, the games were smaller, so the level of difference was a little more impactful, and the trading, I don't know, like I can understand needing to trade across versions, but then with the newer games, it seems like yeah, it's very little difference between the two versions. Like they've had so many years, what, 20 years, 30 years to fucking expand on the format. And if you're going to continue to make two games, then like maybe expand on that,
No,
make
they need to phase it out. Because
yeah.
like they came out with Pokemon Arceus earlier in the year, and that game was far and like far away better than this current Pokemon game. They actually did new things. It's only one version. The assets don't look they're ripped out of a GameCube game. It's all around a better game, but they still do these fucking versions for the mainline. I just don't get it. I mean, other than they make oodles of money from it.
Well,
I
yeah.
know people who buy both versions. It blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, I honestly with I'm also really disappointed in how buggy and disastrous it's been.
Yeah,
Right.
they're a fucking factory at this point. They just churn them out once a year.
Yeah, it's pathetic and it's inexcusable, and the more people continue to like gobble down that content, the more game devs will continue to provide it, and
It's
it's
I
really
went
disappointing.
I wouldn't say game devs because Pokemon is the most profitable franchise in on the planet. So they can get away with it. Other companies can't get away with that. They do these shoddy releases.
I
Pokemon is
mean,
the biggest thing on the planet.
Bethesda will do it. Fucking CD Projekt Red did it. A lot of AAA companies will try to do it.
But Cyberpunk got nailed. That game, I mean, it had good
Cyberpunk
sales
did get
numbers,
nailed.
but it definitely had the blowback. Whereas Nintendo is saying they have received no complaints officially from anybody about the quality
Nintendo's
of the
always
Pokemon
gonna
games.
say that, but I mean, like, let's be real, dude. Everybody's talking about the glitches for Pokemon
Oh,
Online.
100%.
So Nintendo can say they're not getting negative feedback, but really, it's we don't listen to our fans, and that's it. Like, and let's be real, Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans and consumers, and they haven't for a long time.
uh, Probably not. Probably not. I think it's funny how we got three Splatoon games between this Metroid Prime release.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
pretty
that's
funny.
fucking great. That's super cool.
They've had three Bayonetta games come out between those Metroid Prime games. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anything else about Pokemon? I've
Oh,
been playing it. It's a fine game, I guess. I don't
96%
know.
of physical games bought last week were Violet and Scarlet.
What else
I
came
will
out
say
though?
it does get people to go out and buy physical games. I guess that's cool.
I
I
mean,
am
in
disappointed to
Japan,
see
I
the
should
death
say.
of physical media.
So I mean,
I mean,
does Japan do a lot of
it's a
digital?
console game.
Yeah, but it's a digitally released console. You can download it from the Switch
Yeah,
store.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying people are more inclined to buy physical media for consoles. I mean, you can't do it for PC, but people really don't want to anyway, since they're so
yeah.
obsessed with Steam and all that stuff. Whereas consoles, people kind of want the discs, not the cartridges in this case. So yeah.
We missed Sona in chat saying they don't know anything about
Roblox.
Roblox.
I don't know anything
And I
about
just want
Roblox
to
either.
say, Sona, you should really watch that video as well as the games people play videos on the deep dive into Roblox, because you'll learn a thing or two, and it's wild. I think it's very fascinating from the outside.
What is this about the PS Plus losing Assassin's Creed Valhalla? What does that mean?
So if you have PS Plus, you can play or stream
This
Assassin's.
is the extra tier, right? Not the basic one, the higher up one that gives you access to more games than you do for the basic account.
Yeah, but it's been like since PS Plus launched or whatever the newest tier is. That's been one of the flagship games for it, and I guess it's being removed next month.
That's
Probably
fine.
because Assassin's Creed Valhalla is coming back to Steam or coming on Steam for the first time. It's getting its final DLC. Um,
So they
so
want you to pay for it now.
yeah,
PlayStation Plus is a legitimate ripoff, and I hate its existence.
what's
It's
wrong?
awful.
What's wrong with it?
You have to pay to play the games online. It's absurd. It's like $60 a year just to play multiplayer, and the games they give you for free are not worth it. You pay more. It's like what, 120 to get the extra pass? It's something like that a year. It's a lot more. And the games they give you are pretty, bog standards things you can get on PC for like $20.
I mean, console
It,
games are
it's a
fine.
it's a bad service. They try to dress up with features. It's like the company that pays you shittily, but they have the foosball table. So it's one of those things. It's like they're giving you a shit deal, but they like to dress it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's garbage. Fuck PlayStation. I don't like. I do not like the PS5.
That's fine. They have better
Yeah.
exclusives though.
Do they? Because I
Microsoft
disagree with
argued.
that.
Microsoft argued it in court, sir. Are you calling Microsoft a liar?
I mean, they might have better exclusives than Microsoft because they ship them. They win by default.
All right.
Yeah, I'd rather play fucking Pokemon than God of War. Plus one for Nintendo.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I don't know.
Um, Sony's released a patent for games that can play themselves.
Sorry, not Microsoft. Nintendo tried to do this once before as well.
Yeah, who wants that?
Well, I mean, I think
People
the
who don't
idea
want
is
to
to like
unlock shit.
have better bots that act like users online. So if you want like a kid calling you gay, but now it's a robot, we got that coming.
I mean, cool. It's like that fucking
It's
NFT rapper that said the N word. Like, cool.
Does it
Just
sound
what
like a
we need.
robot when you're playing them? You are gay.
I I don't
Hacks,
want to be in a
hacks.
lobby full of bots pretending to be real players. If I'm in a lobby full of bots, I want to know they're bots.
Well, I
Your
do,
mother shoots good.
but I only want to do it for a Blade Runner multiplayer game where you have to discern who's human and who's replicant and just like gun down the bots.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm sold. Sign me up. Take my money. But like, yeah, that's about the only time I want that. Or like a The Thing game.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. I mean, any sort of
Yeah.
detective or deductive game would be good for that sort of thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Games
But
should play themselves,
but
whatever.
it's a recent patent.
It's just that games are kind of focused on the opposite thing, where games are overly bloated, so all you do is play it. So like, your Destiny, all your crap like that, where the game is just loaded with a bunch of fucking busy work just to keep you playing it to get, the next
Yeah.
gun that they're going to replace in a month anyway.
Yeah.
And open world games, which are just bloat. Go to the icon, do the thing. Nothing. Talking to myself here, guys.
No,
No,
I
we
got
agree with
nothing to
you.
say.
We agree with you.
Yeah,
Then
we got
fucking
nothing to.
say something. Jesus
I said
Christ.
yeah, I said I
No,
agree.
you make a good point,
Lobster,
Tom.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, please
Yeah.
stop yelling at us, Tom. Please.
Stop making good points, Tom. God.
Your dancing is so amazing, Tom.
I know. I've been working on it.
Are your shoes spray paint cans?
They're
No, they're.
rollerblades with like spray paint can, or are they like NOS cans?
I think yeah, it's like
It's
like
like
a
a
turbo
boost.
booster. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you never played Jet Set Radio?
No, I don't think I have.
That's a tragedy.
Was that Dreamcast only?
It was ported to
No, it
PC.
got yeah.
The sequel wasn't. That's locked on the Xbox, but you can emulate it nowadays. Great game.
Jet
play it.
Set Radio Future, right?
Great game.
You go around town and do fucking rollerblade tricks and spray paint stuff.
And spray paint cops.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And the cop comes at you with a revolver. It's kind of excessive.
Yeah.
This kid's a rollerblading.
I
Shoot
mean,
him dead.
like, I don't know. It's not really excessive. That's what cops do. It might be
You know,
excessive, but it's not unrealistic.
it also has Dragula.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
now I kind of want to play it.
Cops hate Dragula. It's a known fact.
It's a race car Dracula.
I didn't know what Dracula was. It was explained to me recently.
Okay, what's next?
We're talking about how Near Automata came out selling 7 million copies, and that is in thanks to it being ported to the Switch maybe 3 years after it came out.
Yeah, that's still making money.
It's a good game. What is Square
Uh,
going to do nowadays if they don't have all their Western divisions to blame on bad sales?
Yeah, I
You
don't
know, like
know.
their last few games they released that fucking fell flat out the door.
I haven't touched a Square game in forever.
There was that Platinum developed game that just fucking completely fails.
The last one I
They're-
played was Bravely Default, and I was like, wow, this is just it's like all these other games. They're not none of them
Bravely
are
Default
any
was
different.
good. That was a good
No,
game.
it wasn't bad. It just was
It was bad when it made you replay the game like 5 times. Other than
yeah,
that, it was
yeah. I think
pretty
I got to
good.
like the third replay, and I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it was rough. They've been porting a lot of games to PC too, which has been pretty cool of them. Like Bravely Default 2 came out to PC, Triangle Strategy, that other game that was
But
like that.
they're just all the same game.
Nah, no, they're different. They're
Okay.
different. They're
Okay.
different games. I wouldn't say they're very generic. Square does do pretty interesting things with their games. I mean, Final Fantasy. I don't know if you how you feel about it, but each game is different from the last game. They don't really recycle much,
Yeah.
for better or worse. Unlike Dragon Quest, which is the same fucking game since it was on the NES.
I, it's hard. It's hard to find that line and know when to cross it, right? To know when to keep making the same game or to change it up.
Pokemon, for example.
Yeah, it could really use a shake up.
Oh boy, I wish there was
Shit.
some sort of rant we had for Pokemon.
Yeah, I can rant about
Yeah.
Pokemon all the time. I'm sick of the fucking shitty scam they've been pulling.
Well, I mean, like you got the Legacy of Kain franchise where all the games are a little different, you know. I love the Legacy of Kain franchise here on Tiny Dynamite, right, Corey?
Yeah, I mean we do. Some of the games are really bad.
And I know you're not talking
they're all
about Blood
great.
Omen 2
Blood
because
O-
I fucking love Blood Omen 2.
Blood Omen 2 is
It's a great game.
I remember the square boobs the vampire lady had.
Yeah, dude, it is. It is. She's got them pixelated titties.
You had to fight the
Quality.
Hilden Overlord.
Yeah, and he's got like I don't know. He somehow gets the Soul Reaver from Kain at the beginning of the game, like before you even start playing. I don't know. Look, it's got some problems. It's definitely the black sheep of the franchise, but I still like it. It's still.
Is it better than Blood Omen 2?
That's the one we're
That's
talking
what we're
about.
talking about.
Oh, I think it was Soul Reaver 2.
I mean,
Okay.
that one's also a little.
Yeah, Soul Reaver 2 is. I think I like Blood Omen 2 better than Soul Reaver 2.
I mean,
Interesting.
they all have something in common that they make no fucking sense, right? Like,
Yes, they're all Kingdom Hearts level convoluted.
which is bad.
Actually, they might be more convoluted
There's way too much
because of the time travel.
Right? Like, there's too much.
I mean,
That
I'm
sequel they
not
were
mad about it though.
that sequel they're developing ended up in development. They changed it to be like hundreds of years in the future because they didn't want to fucking touch that storyline anymore.
You mean?
Oh yeah,
Just-
Black Sun.
Yeah,
That
Black Sun.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was called. Dead Sun? I think it was called Dead Sun.
It's
Dead
never
Sun,
gonna
yeah.
happen. Dead Sun, yeah.
All right. What about Street Fighter, Tom?
What about it?
It's the next thing on
It's
our.
not as cool as Legacy of Kain.
It's on our
Oh,
docket.
facts. Let's see here. Let me read it. Street Fighter 6 has been rated in South Korea in an actual release instead of this time.
So anyway, Street Fighter 3 has gotten a certification of certified for 15-year-old and up in South Korea, and this is usually the first step in a release.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, they only have a release date of 2023, so people are speculating when it will come out. However, Capcom only has one more big release coming out this fiscal year, which I think ends March 31st, and that is what, Tom?
I don't know. What's
Red
It's the
coming out?
RE4 remake,
Yeah, you
nerd.
Kappa got it.
That's coming out within the next few months. I thought that was like a while away, huh?
I think it's within this next like fiscal quarter, which runs into next year.
Not like they didn't make enough money. They released a Monster Hunter on PC. They made hands over fist in money.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Well,
but they they have a list of what they're going to come out per fiscal year. They probably made a ton off Monster Hunter, but
Yeah. So I'd say they need to rush it for like the profit margin. They've already made that.
yeah,
They could easily save it to next year. I don't know, unless they promised more games just as a quantity coming out.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, cool.
Street Fighter 6 is going to make probably tons of cash, so you want to
It
submit
will.
in a year where they don't have a lot coming out or things they're worried about coming out.
I've heard everybody who's played that beta or whatever, the pre-release version of it, have all had really positive things to say about him.
Oh, I just want to
I
play.
haven't.
The character creator looks amazing.
Oh, is it character creator?
Yeah, there's a full character creator in Street Fighter for the first time. Like, it looks great. You,
How do the moves work? Do you just like borrow a set off somebody else, or
I
like are
don't.
you?
I think it's probably like Soul Calibur, where you just like borrow someone else's move. Maybe they have a few defaults.
You too can be Ken.
Yeah, just do what I do in Soul Calibur and just take all the male characters and make a female variant that uses their set so I can play as them.
This is why we
Due to
bring up.
my exclusive female role that I play in all my video games.
This is why we bring up the egg thing, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I got my blahage. Don't worry about it.
What's next?
Let's see here. GameStop says potential customer data breach was part of a test. That is Josh and bruh.
Great. Yeah, dude, we're just goofing, dog.
I mean, I don't think I have any customer data inside GameStop unless it goes years back. I haven't been to a GameStop in 5, 10 years.
And they may have got my throwaway password and I got a magazine sent to one of my email addresses. That's about it. If you want to get something shipped from GameStop, it costs too much. So I just go to the store and buy it.
I don't even think GameStop has an up-to-date email address for me, so it's like whatever.
Yo, I need my digital quarterly release of Game Informer since that magazine's been stripped down to its bare essentials now.
What is it, like 2 pages and a fucking centerfold ad?
Probably. I haven't actually read one in a while, but they are quarterly now.
Jeez.
They used to come out every month.
Yeah, I know. I used to get them.
They changed the release format, and they also they changed how they handle the discount from having the special version. Whereas they don't give you a discounted price per game anymore, like how the games would be $50 or 45 if you have the Gamer Club, or the fuck it's called. It's they give you a single one-time use $5 coupon once a month, and if you don't use it, expires.
Well,
Yeah, so it's very much stripped down, but I think it's only like $10 or $15 to get it anyway. So if you go to GameStop 3 times a year, I guess it's just worth having.
GameStop.
Yeah, they're hanging on. They're hanging on.
Yeah, they'll be the way of the blockbuster soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, they mostly get their money nowadays from merchandise, like your pop figures and your other trash. So when
Yeah.
that bubble bursts, I'm sure people get sick of these fucking things sooner than later.
I've seen people. I think I've seen them selling magic cards too, even.
Yeah, I think that's all just playing, just general stuff now, like gaming
Yeah.
adjacent things. I think I've seen actual board games there. They sell keyboards and mice and like video cards and stuff like that as well. So like, a little more branched out than just selling games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time Magazine, they revealed their favorite games of 2022.
I wasn't a big fan of their choices.
Yeah, you guys want to rip through their list real quick?
Yeah. Number one, they put down God of War Ragnarok. I've not played God of War Ragnarok because I don't like that game. I can't speak. I didn't like the last God of War, so I did not get this new one. I hear it's the same. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Who is it?
Did you did you make this private?
I did. I don't know how
Are you?
I'm
You
into it
did make
though.
it private. We've got a stranger in here. Cool, whatever. Hi, stranger. We're doing a podcast.
I'm into it.
can
They're
you
sitting on my face.
can you hear them?
Um, I
Yeah,
can't hear them, but I have the game audio muted. So
I like this guy. How you doing? I have my audio muted, but I'm assuming you're talking. Being cool.
so so yeah, God of War Ragnarok. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I didn't play the last one. Kind of regretting that.
Well,
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I guess Tom doesn't like it. That's fine.
I don't.
Horizon Forbidden Quest. I mean,
Forbidden
like
West.
whatever. Forbidden, another open world game. The Quarry was their third pick, which I heard that was pretty cool.
I picked it up this week. It was on sale on the holiday sale. I haven't
Yeah,
played it yet though.
it's a spooky game, right?
Yeah, it's like what was that one they did on the PS4? Until Dawn, I think the name of it was.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
it's just like a teen slasher kind of thing, and you can kind of save people or have them die.
That sounds cool. Elden Ring's on there.
Elden Ring's
Which
probably
yeah.
the only game on there I'd say is of quality.
What about Stray? You didn't play Stray, did you?
Stray is a game. It's a very basic platformer with a cute cat. If you like cute cats, you probably like Stray.
Okay, well, Stray's on their list. Last of Us Part 1?
Fucking
Didn't what I thought that one was not the one that came out this year, or was that the one they remade this
That's
year?
the remake this year, right?
they remade
Okay.
the first game. They did new graphics, made it for the PS5. It is actually a PS5 exclusive.
Okay. And they did whatever Sifu is, SIFU.
Oh yeah,
Sifu is it's kind of like a Dark Souls kung fu game where you're trying
Hmm.
to avenge your sensei, and every time you die, you age, I believe, 6 years or 8 years. So you become like an old ass man by the end of it if you get your ass kicked. It's also incredibly hard.
Hmm.
it's really
Every time you die,
stylized
you
though.
age 6 years.
It's
Yeah, it
like
has a nice comic book style to it that's Asian infused.
Okay, okay. Uh, and then we got Resident Evil Village Shadows of Rose. Is that a DLC pack for RE Village?
That's the
Or is it?
DLC that came out. I haven't played the actual DLC package. I've only played the third person mode in the single player campaign from the original release. But it's the story continues. I think 20 years later, you play as Ethan's daughter.
Oh, okay. The one who, spoilers, is like disassembled and reassembled.
oh yeah.
Correct.
I mean, interesting. I haven't played RE Village and I know that, so you spoil myself on that game.
This
Lego
person
Star
needs a
Wars,
microphone. Give them a
Lego
microphone,
Star
Corey.
Wars Skywalker Saga.
I
Yeah,
can't.
Um,
that's a solid game.
What is this person
yeah.
doing? They're like a ghost.
They're like trying to give
Yeah.
you a microphone. I assume.
Oh, I don't know. They're hanging out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
they're chilling.
they're cool. They're cool. I can't really turn on VR chat's audio or else this will sound terrible, but they got it going
Yeah,
on.
let's not listen to random people that jump into our chat rooms.
Oh my god, I
'Cause
can't.
that's probably a terrible idea.
I'm sure
Have
they're
you played a video game?
I'm sure they're good people.
Yeah. And the last thing I see on here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
I don't even know what that
That
is.
that's
I
they made a old. Did you play the Game Boy Advance beat 'em up Ninja Turtles game? It's very much like your Turtles in Time.
So they made a new one in that style.
They made a new game that is a lot like the GBA style, but it plays a lot more like a modern game.
Oh,
It's
okay,
also
okay.
decently long too. It's designed to be a home game and not just a an arcade run through. I mean, it's not terribly long, but it's longer than Turtles in Time was.
Yeah.
And you can play, I think, 8 players co-op online. It's a absolute chaos.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah,
It's on
that's
Game Pass if
Shredder's
you have Game Pass.
Revengeance. Shredder's Revengeance. Yeah.
Revengeance. That Lego Star Wars game, you kind of glossed over it, but it's actually it's a completely new game. It's not a
Oh,
collection of the old releases. It's a new Star Wars Lego game, and it's like very open world, look much like the more recent ones they've been doing, and it's got a lot of content. I don't know if you like the Lego games. It's definitely one of those.
I've never played any of the Lego games. I've
You
heard
can
they're
do
quite good though.
you can do like what they do the voice acting, like they recreate all the movies. It's all 9 movies in the trilogy. The three trilogies. You can do all of them.
The trilogy
One of the
trilogy.
you pick one of the trilogies at a time. So you start with the prequels and you play through the three. Or you can do, the originals and the sequels.
Mhm, mhm.
and yeah, it just has crazy amount of content. You can do it so it has the actual like voice acting, or I don't know if it's pulled from the movies or if it's redone, or you can change it to the old like Lego the miming they used to do before they started putting voices in. So you have the option to do either of them.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, so that's Time Magazine's favorite games this year. I mean, that's fine.
Not my
We'll get
list
into
for sure, but
our favorite games of the year closer to the end of the year.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
in a
weird to
month from now.
have them out now. There's still releases in December, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, I think there are a few games. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Right.
How you doing?
I'm getting a good shot of you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You look real anime
Yeah.
next to that fan. There's a beer floating next to your head. Here you go.
Give me that beer.
So next, the next thing on the docket is this fucking Mario watch
I don't think it looks
being
that bad,
released by
Corey.
Casio. No, I'm with Core on this thing.
It's the ugliest thing
The
I've ever
strap
seen.
is this. So this. Let's start with the strap. It is a brown strap with the pixelated old school brown shirt Mario. It's very muddy. And
It
then the body
looks
of the watch looks like a kid's plastic watch
it looks exactly like
with
a Casio
red.
watch. Is what it
Yeah,
looks like.
it looks exactly like the Casio watch, but it's like red and plastic looking
It looks exactly
with
like a
like a
Casio
blue
watch.
face. It's I don't like it.
I'm linking it in
The
chat.
wristband is muddy and gross.
It's the logo they used for the Mario 30th anniversary. It's the same
Yeah.
brown, exact same thing.
Yeah,
If you got that Mario Game & Watch, it
I
looks just
do
like that.
not like it. I do not like it at all.
You know, like these
It,
green
I
things in
think
the
the
hand.
wristband is muddy and gross looking, and I think the watch faceplate just, I mean, I don't know, it looks very kiddie in not a cool way.
Are you
yeah,
telling me something made for Mario Bros is kitty?
Tom.
Yeah, I
Mar-
mean, and that's fine, but this is like kiddie in a not cool way.
Mario
I
Brothers
don't.
is a
It's not
very
supposed to be cool.
important adult thing. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure idiots like Taylor will buy it.
I mean, who? First of all, who owns a watch or a digital watch in this day and age?
Taylor does.
Okay.
So
Name me.
he's the target audience here.
Name me people.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know anybody.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't buy the watch, or do.
I'm
yeah, whatever. I mean, spend
$150
your
is
money
a
however
lot
you
of money.
want. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the other thing too. Is it's $150.
that is like
You
a
know.
$40 watch that has been jacked up in price.
Yeah, Soul says in chat, someone famous will wear it and it'll become cool. Yeah, I mean,
One of them
yeah,
TikTokers.
yeah, some influencer will wear it and it'll sell out. You know, like whatever.
Nintendo, I am taking offers. I'll get a nice
Nintendo
VR
would
chat watch
Nin-
wristband.
Nintendo wouldn't sponsor us.
What do you mean? I didn't talk shit about Pokemon for about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Never happened.
So Takea I can't. I'm not even gonna try. He's
Takeya
creating an.
Imamura.
Imamura.
I'm bad at reading.
That's
See, the
fine.
thing about
Even English words.
Japanese is all the letters are just syllables, so you just read them in the same
Oh, hold
tone,
on. Why you do
same
this?
length.
Why you do this smug explanation? We're gonna get close. What was it about
I'm just give,
Japanese?
I'm giving you a nice quick rundown on reading Japanese. It's always the same length and tone.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Fucking baka
yeah, the
gaijins.
artist behind F-Zero and Star Fox. He's making a new Switch text-based adventure game
That's
based
weird.
on his manga called Omega 6.
That's weird. It's a weird
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, look, I hope it does well. The characters look like they might be fun. And yeah, it sounds like it might be like a passion project for him. So I hope it does well. But I don't. That doesn't sound like something that's gonna do super hot in U.S. markets at least. But
Yeah.
that's like
If
I
they even
don't.
bring it over here.
Yeah, if we even see it in the U.S.
I've never heard of Omega 6, so I mean, is that even a thing
Yeah,
we do here? I'm not too up at the animes nowadays.
yeah. I don't know. It's a manga. I don't keep track of most manga, so I couldn't tell you either.
Yeah. And it's cool, but I don't know anything about it.
Soul says if those watches are limited edition, buy as many as you can and then sell them for a profit. Yeah, they are the sort of thing that will be worth a lot of money in like 20 years if you still have it in the box, I guess.
Possibly.
Collectors do be collecting.
All right, so I guess next story here is Gran Turismo is maybe thinking about releasing Gran Turismo 7 on PC.
Yeah, the CEO, lead designer, is talking about thinking
Of
about
Polyphony Digital.
uh, they're looking into moving it into the PC market.
They should. There's a lot of racing enthusiasts on PC. That's mostly
Yeah,
where they all are, so getting it on there.
I mean, would it
yeah.
have peripherals on PC? Would you get like the goofy ass driving peripherals?
Those peripherals do
Um,
exist on PC.
have you seen the high-end peripherals on PC? Have you seen how crazy people get with this shit?
I mean,
There are shafts, just the shafts for the steering wheel that cost $600.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
correct.
costs
it
more than
is
your car.
insane. Yeah,
Yeah, no, people will spend a lot of money to race digital cars on their PCs. So
I just
yeah, no,
wish
I
that
think they should bring it to PC. I think it'll be a good move for them.
I just wish that
Uh,
game wasn't riddled with awful microtransactions.
mm,
It needs to be a $70 package, not a fucking free-to-play game. It can't be both.
yeah,
Yeah. Any commentary on that, Corey? How do
I
you feel
mean,
about Gran
I
Turismo?
fucking hate
I
microtransactions.
don't think I've
So
played a Gran Turismo since PlayStation 2. Are they on that?
That, yeah, that was a good one. They had 3 and 4 on there.
I probably played 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
really like racing
three
games.
was three was just one of those quintessential games that everybody had. Like if you go on Craigslist right now and look up like a PS2, it's probably gonna be a copy of Gran Turismo 3 included with it.
yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah. Have you ever just looked up game systems on like Craigslist or OfferUp or any of those sites and just like look at the games that come with the systems?
no, I never. I don't look into buying consoles much.
I don't either. I just like looking at the market. It's just funny when you see the same games. Like everybody has like Gran Turismo 3. They'll have like Dead to Rights.
Oh my god, do you
Just of
remember Dead to Rights?
course I remember Dead to Rights.
Oh god, what a phenomenal game.
You'll have like Jack and Daxter or Jack 2 or something like that. Like there's always like a game that repeats on all these bundles.
Ratchet and Clank.
It's a good series.
It's
I
a house of
recommend Ratchet and
FIFAs
Clank.
or
Oh,
NFLs,
dude.
Maddens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
always fucking million copies of FIFA.
Epic Game Store is bringing back the Christmas tradition of offering one free game every day for 2022. They also do something very similar in Fortnite. So if you go in Fortnite, you log on, use a gift room. You can unlock a gift a day.
What are the gifts? Are they skins?
Skins, yeah, just different things. Like you'll get a skin or like a pickaxe or a glider, just generic fucking Fortnite stuff. That's where you got Blizzarella, or whatever her name was. Blizzarina
You're,
last year.
you're
That's
making
why
it.
it was that in the frozen banana. The frozen banana was also a free skin, which is why you see so many of them.
I don't even know what the hell is a frozen banana?
You know the
It's like
skin
a
that Tori plays as, the
Oh, that's stupid.
Peely?
Yeah.
It's just a blue one. The standard one's yellow. The blue one was free last year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know much about no Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with the Epic Game Store. I think it's fine. I think it's cool they give out free games and they also pay the developers for giving out the free games, whatever.
Tom,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can't say that on the
we like
internet.
that.
You have to talk about how much you hate Epic.
No, fuck people. Stop whining.
Tom,
Stop
your only
Stop picking one mega company and bitching about the other one.
your only fan is here watching you.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
This is a visual gag. All right,
Now
so
let me contradict myself and say how much I hate Sony.
it's true.
Fuck,
Yeah, I mean,
fuck Sony.
I'm not a fan of Epic, but like Valve's not much better.
Valve has
Excuse
a
me.
has a better client. That's
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the main draw.
yeah,
It's
they're
wherever the
Yeah,
games are cheaper is where I go.
Steam is a better client than fucking Epic, that's for
also,
sure.
if you're a pervert, Steam's where you want to go.
Yeah, I mean the hentai games on Steam are just they're out here.
Friggin'
Epic
Wild
Game
West.
Store has not been slammed with that many junk games like Steam has flowing every day.
Yeah, I wonder if they plan on doing anything about that
No,
on Steam.
they do not care. It's content, man. The numbers go up. They have more games than anybody else. The only time they ever remove anything was when it's like actually problematic. When there's a virus or some extreme content, or the developer's an asshole or something like that. That's when they yank games.
Or
Otherwise, they don't give a
Winnie
shit.
the Pooh shows up.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh shows up, and this
So,
is. Go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, do you guys like audiobooks? Like audio
Uh,
dramas?
That brings us to today's sponsor, Audible.com.
Audible. Yeah, text
Earwolf.
Tiny Dynamite to 500. Don't actually do this. We're not actually sponsored. I wish we were.
I'll love anything you pay me to love, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I actually
Sony, I'm open.
I am a fan of audiobooks.
I
I
love
do
the new
like
Pokemon
Audible.
so much. Game Freak, give us money.
Yeah. But no, I guess they're doing a audio drama on the BBC radio, Radio 4 for Splinter Cell,
Yeah, it's
Are
so
they
of
getting?
lame.
all things.
What a lame continuation of the Splinter Cell franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you really like Splinter Cell and you like audio dramas and audio novels, it might be pretty good. I mean, give it a shot. But it does seem like a weird direction for Splinter Cell. You know?
It does come out next week. So next week, if you have a BBC license or a VPN, you can listen to the hot new property Splinter Cell: The Adventures of Sam Fisher.
Did they get Michael Ironside to do his voice? Because he has a really good voice.
Has he always been Sam Fisher? Didn't they have a game where he wasn't?
I think they might have replaced him in the latest Splinter Cell game, but yeah, he came back to do the voice that was in that Ghost Recon game. I'm blanking on the name of it. Wildlands or Blacklist or one of those ones.
Any of
He
them.
Sam Fisher was in the most recent Ghost Recon game, and he was voiced by Michael Ironside. That was maybe 3 years ago. Decent
Okay.
game. Yeah. Anybody play games in this chat?
No.
No, we don't.
This isn't a game
We don't
chat.
like games. What are you talking
We're
about?
VR stars now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely need a room that's like more where we can just sit in a chair and the chair swivels or something.
I mean, yeah, like next time we do this,
Well,
I've been moving around to get some good money shots on you guys.
I like my active animation. It
I
makes
mean,
me
yeah,
feel a
it
little
actually
better about
looks really
myself.
good when I go down like this and get the fan in shot. It's very
Oh yeah.
I also put a beer in your head, so I hope you're okay with that.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
It's your favorite white
so
drink.
so there's reports showing that GPU shipments for new graphics cards have, quote, the largest drop since the 2009 recession. End quote. Shipments last quarter dropped 25% year to year last quarter. Basically, if you didn't know, nobody has any money unless you're filthy stinking rich. So nobody's buying GPUs.
Can we
The
speak
Ethereum,
about the whole mining thing kind of crashed due to the process of mining changing. And not to mention the cost of these fucking graphics cards are crazy.
yeah,
I
nobody's
have no interest in upgrading.
yeah. If you've got a good card, you're holding on to it, or you're buying last year's model. Like
Yeah.
if you need an upgrade, nobody's buying the new shit. Nobody can afford it. Um, like it's almost like since the 2009 recession, it's almost like we're in a new recession now. I mean, at least here in the States, like things are not doing good. The economy is not doing hot. So of course nobody's buying new GPUs, right? I mean, the miners are the only people keeping the GPU market afloat before, and they had it by the ball sack because they're
Well, they fucked everything
fucking
up because they
yeah.
inflated sales numbers, and people are paying crazy money for the scalpers.
Yeah, now we have all those aftermarket GPUs coming in.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it's actually
And
not a bad time to get an older card.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's surprised by this. At least
Not
not
at all.
anybody on the show here. This isn't surprising news to me.
No, no. I don't know who they're trying to sell to. The 3080 does a great job of running. I was running Batman at 60 frames at 4K. I was actually shocked it was running at that relatively well. Like that Batman game plays pretty well, other than the random crashes. That's the only performance problem I've had. It's a big one, but it's not like it runs like shit. I have a 2080 in that room. So yeah, that's
I mean, I
what do
think
people need?
part of it is people like a lot of people probably got into PC gaming during COVID.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Everybody got
you
into gaming
know,
during
and
COVID.
yeah. So you combine that with the rise in crypto, with now like this huge crash in the market. And I don't know. I don't think too many people are really trying to buy cards right now. So
I mean, I need
I
a
mean,
new.
maybe we'll see prices come down.
I just
I
don't see the
Um,
value proposition.
I definitely need a new card, and I've been waiting for after sale or something. So I'm hopeful things come down.
I'd just check on
yeah,
eBay and see what a 3080 is going for right now.
Probably
Gotta be a
do.
lot cheaper than the $1,200 they want for a 4080, where those things are going for.
but yeah,
Okay.
that's where we're at with with graphic card news. I don't think there's anything else too crazy going on there.
No, the whole PC market's been pretty stagnant. The new generation stuff came out. I'm not too interested in anything right now. The 13 series is out, but it doesn't have 128 processing. What is it called? SVX or whatever that instruction style is. So I'm going to wait for the next. And plus, DDR5 is way too expensive. So that's a good year to skip. Sorry, Corey.
Oh, okay.
Now your computer's fine. You have a solid computer. Any complaints?
Not enough screws in it.
Yeah, you need to add some more screws
Yeah, we definitely need more screws in that computer.
for sure. So what's this last thing you got going on here? Netflix is hiring game talent for its new LA studio. So is this going to be a Netflix subscription gaming thing like they currently have, where that weird selection of games you got to find that's hidden? Or are they just releasing these things on like consoles and shit too?
Um, it's a PC game, only from what I've seen. I don't know what it's about. It's going to be their new AAA PC game, and they're just looking for a game designer, right? Like a lead game director and other team members. Basically, Netflix is stepping into the game industry, and it just sounds terrible. What a terrible idea.
I mean, are they
Yeah,
making a game off of one of the Netflix exclusive properties? I mean,
I think they bought some studio. Was it the people who made Into the Breach? Did they buy them?
The guys who
I'm
made
not sure.
FTL,
Yeah,
that's not getting them into the AAA market, is it?
not AAA for sure, but I think they own that company. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can play FTL via the Netflix app.
I mean, that's cool if you don't somehow already not have FTL.
Yeah, if your
Yeah.
computer's not strong enough to handle, you know, FTL.
I don't think they ever released Into the Breach on iPad, which is where I played FTL, which is very unfortunate. It's
Oh,
on the Switch, but I want it on my iPad.
yeah, it's a great game on iPad.
Exactly. I don't think they ever released it on iPad, which is unfortunate because that's, the preferred way of playing it.
Mm. Yeah, I mean that wraps up the Docketo news. So what do you guys been playing this week?
I don't play video games.
Yeah, who plays video games?
West
I mean,
time.
I've been playing a little bit of Civilization.
Oh
They
yeah,
released some
how'd that leader
new.
pack go? I heard that release for the new leader pack was a clusterfuck.
I guess I'm hearing that it was too, but I didn't even know it was released until like a couple of days ago, and I have it, so I don't know. It's fine for me. Um, I'm sorry if anybody was experiencing problems with it. I was not aware of it. Like I didn't have any issues. But yeah, no, there's new leaders. You got a new Abraham Lincoln, so you have like a cool American leader. Um,
Who'd you have before?
Roosevelt.
I think it was Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, I want to say it was Teddy Roosevelt.
I'd, I'd rather be Roosevelt than Lincoln.
A
Yeah,
new version of Saladin, I think I want to say. He's pretty cool. And a new African woman whose name I can't remember. I want to say it's like Mbambe or something like that. Of course I could be getting it wrong here. Um,
Is she the
and
warrior
she's like
queen?
geared towards like a cultural victory. I haven't played her yet either. I had to play my boy Abraham Lincoln.
Of course.
Yeah. So. we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, I played some Civilization this week. I played some Orbital Bullet, another game that came out earlier this year that I picked up. I was playing. It's fun.
Was it Brett who
Um,
liked that game, or was it you who recommended that game? Because we all
I
bought
think
it
I
on
think
somebody's
I
recommendation.
recommended it, and then everybody got it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
somebody
think Brett
started
was
that.
playing it and said it was good. But I think I was the first one to play it, and yeah, I dig it. It's fun.
Anything else?
I mean, I've been playing Magic, but
Yeah,
that's
we
not
know.
it's not a
We need to
video
get
game.
you. We need to get you off that sauce.
That's not likely. I have a
That's sad.
local play group. It's all over now. It's too late for me. Just
Uh,
buy me packs.
I'm taking a
Keep
look
me
through
from
my.
spending my own money on it.
That's true. Abraham Lincoln. I agree.
Roham Lincoln. Yes, soul. That's what's up.
Let me pull up my app that manages my video games and see what I've been playing.
Do you mean Steam?
Oh,
I
sorry.
just checked Steam. I don't think it's been used. Recently. I've been playing a lot of Gotham Knights. I like that game. Pretty relaxing to play. Brett also bought it, but we haven't had a chance to do co-op on it. So I'm looking forward to doing that. We might do a stream since Corey doesn't play any fun games with me. He makes me play fucking Neo.
You're terrible at Neo. You gotta get good, kid.
I don't want to get good.
Get better at least.
I like instant gratification. I want to earn my fun.
Well, then go on Steam and get one of those horrible H games. Noob.
I like Gotham. What are you talking
You like
about?
Batgirl.
I love Batgirl. It's the Batgirl game. It's great.
Yeah, it's the Batgirl game Tom never got. Okay, let him have it.
It's true. Let's see what else I've been playing. I played that Gungrave game that came out on Game Pass. It is a very strange game. It is an action game, as you would expect. It is extremely arcadey. It feels almost like an arcade game. It's pretty straightforward. You run down corridors and you just blast the fuck out of fools. You got a bunch of special abilities. You got like your bullet time, jump. You got your you can deflect missiles back at enemies. There's you pull up meters to unleash like specials and stuff like that. It's a what would I say? Like a polished B game. It is by no means something somebody should pay full price for. I don't know what full price is, but I would not pay more than $20 for it. It's good enough for what they're selling it for, and if you happen to like that dude who makes those games, the Trigun guy, that's something you should like run out and play. Brett played the Evil West, but he's not here to talk about it.
Yeah, that game does look sick as fuck.
I did want to know how
Which
Evil
one?
West was.
Yeah, yeah. I have not played Evil West, so I cannot comment on it.
Yeah, it's like $50 though, which is kind of
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
yeah. It looks really cool though. I don't know.
I'm playing
Yeah.
some old throwbacks here. I've been playing. I don't know if you guys ever played Altered Beast on the PS2.
It's been a while, but yeah.
I've never
Have
even
you
heard of
played
it.
it? It was a European release only. It didn't come out in the US for some reason.
Wait, is it the game I'm thinking it is? Hang on.
Altered Beast was originally a game that came out in arcades and was a Genesis pack-in originally on the '89 release. It's that very shitty side scroller where you're a man who slowly gets turned into an animal each stage. The first one you're a werewolf, and then the second one you're like a fucking merman or something.
No, I don't
If you
think I
had
have played this.
if you've had a Sega Genesis, you probably played Altered Beast. It was
No,
like it was the showcase. Like, look at what we can do on home consoles. Look at these fucking sprites, but that game fucking sucks. Anyway, I played the PS2 one, and it is
it
a
looks.
very PS2 action game.
I was gonna say it looks PS2 as hell from what I'm
It is
seeing here.
PS2 as hell.
It looks like it's probably also not very good.
It's also extremely gory.
Yeah.
Like your transformations are like body horror. It's crazy. They did that weird story beat what they do with all Western games where they change it and now you have like a chip inside you that controls your beast meter or some bullshit. Instead of being some the original one you were
Is it like a
resurrecting.
sun chip or like a Dorito?
Oh, definitely a sunship for sure.
Okay, cool. Those things are gas.
The original game was you're a dead soldier from Rome? Were you Greek or Roman or something like that? And you were resurrected. Remember, welcome to your doom, that whole meme.
I don't
Rise from your
think so.
grave.
Wise from your grave.
That's Altered Beast.
Yeah,
Zeus
yeah.
resurrects you. You go. You beat the shit out of old fucking Greek
Yeah,
monsters.
yeah.
Yeah. And this one, it's modern day, and you're just some fucking edgy ass dude.
Of course,
It's a
dude.
very strange departure from the series. I also played the Game Boy Advance Altered Beast, which is more or less a spiritual successor to the original Altered Beast, where it's the same shitty side scrolling where you turn into a beast. That game is not very good. Would not recommend it. I'm probably gonna keep playing this PS2 one because it's oddly fun for being a janky ass PS2 game.
Hmm.
Yeah. What else have I been playing here? Looking through my list. I played a game called The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages.
Yeah, are we gonna finish that? I'd like to finish that.
I'd like to throw it out a fucking window, is what I'd like to do.
Really, you don't like it at all?
It was fun until it became like fucking overworld fetch quest when I had to get those fucking items for the Gorons to get the fucking keys to open up the sixth dungeon.
Tom, I
And
was with
and
you for your fucking your trials here. Let's go over it. You had to get the Goron brisket, to get the Goron aid, to get a vase, to
then I had to get the lava potion
you had to get a lava potion
because
and a
you need two
medicine.
keys, Corey. You need to get the key in the future and the key in the past because the dungeons are connected.
It goes by Terminator rules, Tom. You need to get both keys.
It's fucking
Yeah.
a nightmare. I like it in the dungeons themselves, except the times where I'm fucking lost because the map doesn't tell you where you're going and you backtrack 100 fucking thousand times. But the actual dungeon design's fine. It's the goddamn overworld. It's like Skyward Sword. It's the same thing where the dungeons in Skyward Sword are very well designed, but everything else in that game is a fucking hassle.
I'm interested to know if you think the same of Seasons.
I don't remember
Because
seasons. I play them both at the same time. I barely remembered ages.
yeah, because Seasons has instead of going back and forth through time, you just shift the seasons around. So I wonder
Yeah.
if yeah, I think it leads to it being less backtracky. I mean it's been a long time since I've played it, but we should still finish it so you can call it off for the books. We can do that this week if you're interested.
I typically finish my Zelda streams in a day or I'll continue the next day. This one I got to that Jabba Jabu level and I realized that the entire thing was submerged in water and you had to somehow unsubmerge it in water. Like, I'm not figuring this shit out right now. Fuck this.
He was very sleepy. He was a sleepy boy.
I was sleepy and
I
I was
think
like, I don't need this convolution anymore.
I
This
think
is
we
a
should
nightmare.
finish it. I think we should finish it.
I think you should have
All
to do
right.
the Goron dance if you want to finish it.
Fuck that Goron dance. That was a fucking nightmare. You had to win a dance off with the Gorons to earn the key, and it is only shown to you via tones and the beat. So
Yeah.
it'll just go doot doot deet doot deet, but it doesn't show you a visual cue of when to press buttons. There's no like little metronome or anything like that. So you're just guessing it, and it's like that was too soon, you idiot. Fuck you. And you had to do it over again, and you got to do it like eight
And it's like
fucking times.
required to progress. Yeah.
Yes, it fucking sucked. That's
Or
one of
like
the
playing
worst.
Wild Tokay.
Which one was that when they robbed
That's
me?
when you have to feed the lizards the meat.
Oh, right, right. That one was way easier to play. I ended up loving that fucking pitching one, the baseball one.
Yeah, that one's actually kind of fun, huh?
That was fun in retrospect because after playing those other ones, like, man, that one's not so bad.
Sona says sorry, Zelda hurt you.
Yeah, Zelda did a lot of damage to me. I typically like to enjoy my time streaming these games, not fucking get mad at them.
Well, I'll have the guidebook and we'll
Yeah,
go
somebody
through
had
it
to
and
go
we'll
play
finish
Magic
it.
cards and left me.
Yeah, I told you I had a previous commitment, dude. We were doing something because Thanksgiving.
You're a monster.
I do that on Friday nights, man. It's the Friday night thing, man.
I had to look up
Spreading.
guides to him for a game I've never played, and I had no idea what it was talking about. And
He also
Tom,
likes
Well,
to bitch
see,
about while doing it.
I was doing the guide work earlier and it was going pretty well because I knew the game and I had the guide. So
Tom just kept saying random things like Goron Aid, and I Google stuff.
yeah,
It's
it's the
random to me
Goron
too,
aid.
man. That's not a lot of context.
It's the Goron aid. It's like Gatorade but for Gorons.
Right,
What's so hard
but
to?
why was Goron brisket a thing? They should just eat normal brisket. We don't eat human
I
brisket.
Gorons eat rocks, so I don't know why
Then it should
there's
have been called
brisket
rock
involved at
brisket.
all.
That
I
would have
don't
made
know
more
why there's
sense.
brisket involved at all.
Creepy.
It was madness. It was absolute
It
madness.
was very
I still
creepy.
like the Tokes, okay? I think the Tokes are cute little bastards.
And
They're
then
not
Tom
bad.
just kept jacking a witch for all her stuff, just like beating her.
Oh yeah, that's probably the
Yeah,
best part of
dude,
the game.
did you get the hard piece from her?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And
Look
part of the
at you,
trade
Tom.
quest ends up being part of that too. You got to run into
Mm,
her, and she's like, "Look at this fancy book. I'm gonna go read it." And
Yeah,
you get something from her, like a page from a book or something. I don't remember.
yeah, it
That's the
sounds
last
right.
thing I did in that trade line. What does that end up getting me anyway? Is it
Uh,
required to progress in the game, or is it like a sword or
I
something?
don't remember. I'm not looking at the guide now. We'll discuss that later. Yeah,
I,
Sona Tokes are OP. Sorry, talking to Sona in chat.
that's
Yeah,
good.
we can do
Engage
that
with our
now.
chat.
We
Yeah,
are
it's crazy.
engaging with chat.
I've done live streams before, but it was just a Discord window
I mean,
with
yeah,
our
that's just
little
boring.
boxes. I mean,
Now,
this is slightly better, but I wish we had the conference table.
I mean, we can do it next time. I've been doing. If we can get one with a mirror, then I can just pop over to do my point of view. Then I can just keep switching
Have,
to look at you guys.
have you guys ever played Hotel Mario?
Hotel, motel, Mario.
That's a no.
No.
Yeah. Corey was fascinated with me playing the CDI Zelda games because he fucking hates me.
I do.
So I booted them up just to see how bad they were, and they're just as bad as I remember. But I also loaded up Hotel Mario, and I legitimately like Hotel Mario. It's not a terrible game. It's not like a Nintendo standard game, but it's a decent little platformer. It's a lot like the original Mario Brothers, the arcade game, where you had to like jump over the turtles and collect the coins and shit.
Yeah, but in a
Yeah,
hotel.
yeah. Well, the premise is that there's like maybe 4 floors, and each floor has it's a 2D game, of course. So it looks kind of like the original Mario Brothers, and there's just random doors that are open, and you just go close them, and you gotta close all the doors before like a Koopa Troopa opens one or some shit. So it's kind of like a mix between Mario Brothers and Elevator Action, and it's not terrible. It's probably the best thing on the CDI. Ain't a lot of gems on there. That's all I got. Why are you
I have
looking at
never
me?
played the CDI, so I'm not familiar.
It's a junk. It wasn't made to be a game console. It was made to be like an edutainment kind of thing, or like a thing where you look at Mozart pictures or something. Mozart pictures, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
watch your
Mozart
picture discs.
albums, and it would have like pictures on there, like album on like little visualizer stuff. It was never made to be like a fucking gaming machine. Also, the controllers were terrible.
So what you're saying is we should acquire all the CDIs available on the planet and destroy them?
No, that's a lot of work for something that doesn't matter that much.
Where do you even
Oh,
find?
what's that?
I was gonna say, where do you find a CDI except Tom's house?
Yeah, I probably have a CDI somewhere.
Of course you do. You have a ziggurat of Xboxes.
I have a Gaylord of Xboxes, please. Get it right. I did play something else I completely forgot about. I got that Atari 50, which is a release that was done by Digital Eclipse. And what it is it's kind of like an interactive documentary where there's 4 periods where it has like the beginning of Atari, the success with the 2600, and then there's like the after the 2600, and then it goes into like more modern stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is about the Apple computer, not the Apple computers, but the Atari computer line that came out in the 70s to like 92 or when the fuck the last one of those came out. And what it is, it's like a timeline, and you go through it, and it will be different media. So you'll have like you can look at poster or concept art or the game boxes or stuff like that. But there'll also be videos, both recorded new and old footage from stuff from like the 70s, all that stuff, explaining all the different parts of Atari. And you can play some of the games. There'll be the old ass Atari games, or they actually have a few modern versions of those old games. Like there's an Asteroids that's more modern. They did Haunted House, this fucking crazy elaborate Haunted House for a game that did not deserve that treatment. It has a pretty good version of Jaguar games. There's no real good Jaguar emulator, but they did I don't know what they did. I don't know if they developed their own emulator or they're just doing some kind of port. but they have Cybermorph on there. You can play that. There's a bunch of Lynx games on there you can play.
So,
Uh,
so what you're saying is, if you're interested in playing these old Atari games, you should maybe pick this up.
I wouldn't say that because it doesn't have a lot. I mean, it has a good handful of games, but if you want like an Atari collection, those exist. You can get those. This is more for like if you're interested in the history of Atari and you kind of want to like play through the history. They have a lot of
Okay.
interviews they've recorded now, like within the last few years. Of they have Nolan Bushnell. They have a bunch of the Activision people. They have David Crane, stuff like that. Like they're talking about the drug use. David Kane's like, nobody in my department was on drugs. And the next segment, it's like, yeah, we're all fucking high. They had like a dedicated man in the mailroom who was like the weed guy because they always knew the weed came on Fridays in specific envelopes, and that guy was whole job was to get the weed from the mailroom. It's funny shit. But yeah, the videos, the interviews themselves are pretty funny and worth watching, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the thing that came out.
Nito Dorito. Corey, you been
Mhm.
playing anything?
Games, you say?
Yes,
Yeah.
video games.
I tried Genshin Impact for the first time.
How'd you feel about it?
It was the weebiest thing I played in a long time, and I played that weird ninja anime girl a while back.
Yeah, it's a Chinese game if that helps at all.
Yeah, it's still weeby.
Yeah, it is.
It's cute. The systems work all right. There's a lot going on, and the story's stupid.
You don't say.
I don't, I don't really plan on playing it again, but it was adorable. Let's see.
Did you collect any waifus?
Yeah, I noticed that
Waifu Collect.
you can like switch party members, and that's such a throwback to old game design, having like a single model representing your party, and then everyone pops out during cutscenes. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Final Fantasy and the PlayStation did that.
Yeah, okay, Tom.
Up until I think 8 even did it. It's like 7 had the people come out of you. I think
Yeah,
8 they actually followed you. Am I right in that?
I mean, I'm gonna
I
assume
haven't
you're
played
right.
8 no. I haven't played 8 in a hot minute.
Let's see, what else have I been playing? I started up Road 96 after you and Brett did that bizarre game where you were streaming it. What was what
What
was
game were we playing?
what was the game you guys were playing? It was
I
the
don't remember.
choose your own adventure game.
Oh, As Dusk Falls. Yeah, we finished As Dusk Falls this week.
So Road 96 is similar, but with actual gameplay in it, like moving
Oh,
around and selecting things. But it's dystopia. You're a teenager. You're on the run from dystopian government, and like you make certain choices to go down the road to get to Canada. It's a very similar,
interesting.
much more art style. There's much more of an art style to it. It was pretty popular a while
Compared
back.
as Dusk Falls? 'Cause Dusk Falls is just like an art design. It's all like watercolors and interesting.
Yeah, but that's a realistic like art design, right? It's like a comic book style, whereas this is like a game. It's 3D modeling.
Okay, interesting.
It's more cartoonish, and then all the characters are much more. It's much wackier in tone. Everyone has a wacky thing to them.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, you get one guy tries to murder you, and he might shoot you in the face because you asked what the noise was in his trunk when he's giving you a ride as a hitchhiker. But another guy's like a sleepy truck driver who picks you up. So it's a little more fun. It takes itself less seriously than what you guys were playing, which was just dour, most dour thing I'd ever seen. I'm sure the rest of it was, phenomenal if I'd followed the story all the way through.
It's on the YouTube. You can watch it.
YouTube. I started up
Yeah.
God Eater just to, because you talked about playing that.
Yeah.
That looks like Monster Hunter.
Right.
I also started up Monster Hunter Rise because you kept recommending that to me.
I did.
That looked
I'd rather play Monster Hunter Rise than God Eater at this point, but I liked God Eater over the older Monster Hunter games.
Yeah, I mean, are we gonna play Monster Hunter Rise? Because I got just to the
I'll
first.
play it. Yeah.
I don't want to play that by myself. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'll play that with you.
And then otherwise, I've just been like fiddling around in VR chat to figure out how to get all this set up, finding worlds.
And this is the fruit of your labors here.
I mean, it doesn't look bad from my screen.
I found this amazing gum avatar, and whoever made this did an excellent job.
Whoever made this Fox girl communist, thank you. It's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Credit credit owners, I don't know who you are, but you did it.
Even the capybara is pretty nice looking, except it
Yeah.
doesn't do
Looking
much.
down on the native, but it's great.
He's turning into a robot though.
Yeah, he's turned into a robot.
I think it's time to put him down.
Okay, hold on. What am I
I don't
doing
know what you're
right?
doing.
What am I doing right now? It's
You're
bizarre.
seductively crawling towards a mirror.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
guess
I don't
I
want
am.
any more of this.
Tom, you've been seductively kicking your legs this entire time.
I'm not seductively. I'm playfully.
Well, in this camera shot, there's like smoke billowing around you, so it does have a seductiveness to it. This could be a film
Well,
noir.
that's your own doing.
Um,
I need help finding a man. I murdered my husband.
this is like, VR chat has taught me what's true everywhere on the internet is when you give people free creative powers, they just make it weird and pervy, and that's
Hey,
good.
copyright infringing.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of copyright infringement. We could have
Oh
so
yeah.
many Narutos.
So if you're curious, I was looking through a few offer up listings for PS2s, and this one I pulled up is like the quintessential generic PS2 listing. They have Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Yeah, I remember
They
that
got
one.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, they have NBA Street. They all have NBA Street. Like, everyone I looked at had that fucking game.
Which one's NBA Street?
It's like the two are 3-on-3 arcadey EA. I think it was EA Big that released it. It was like super like I think the first one was set in the 70s. It was like very 70s theme. Like the dudes had big afros and shit like that. It was like a very arcadey basketball game. Kind of like the sequel, like the spiritual sequel to like an NBA Jam. It has True Crime, another one that pops up very frequently. A Def Jam Vendetta, Need for Speed Underground 2, another one that's very common. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and Bad Boys. These are like the games that come with all of the fucking PS2s you'll find online. Usually it has Gran Turismo 3 and maybe Final Fantasy 10.
There's a Bad Boys game, like the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was the PS2 era, bro.
Do I still sound like a robot? Have I fixed it?
No, you're
You
fine.
fixed it. You're good.
Yeah, you're good
Okay.
now.
My apologies.
I'm very offended.
We thought you
For
turned
some
into
reason, this one also includes Donkey Konga in the GameCube. That is not a PS2 game.
Yeah. How'd they get that?
That's a weird thing to throw in there.
They must have just had it lying around and they're like, I don't understand. This was Jimmy's.
Yeah, for
Like some
sure.
grandma.
They're all
This one has Jack 2. It has Kingdom Hearts and it has Harry Potter. More games that are very common in these lots.
I remember those Harry
Does
Potter
it have
games.
Katamari Damacy?
No, that was an underground game. You got to be in the know to have that one.
Yeah, you're not cool
Yeah.
unless you've played Katamari.
A strange amount of them have the Namco Museum. I didn't know that was a popular game, but a lot of these have that.
What is the Namco Museum?
Just had like arcade ports of like Pac-Man and Mappy and all those things.
That sounds incredibly boring.
Namco has some good arcade games.
Yeah.
I like Dig Dug. I like Dig Dug 2.
Do you now?
Those
Dig
are-
Dug 2, The Digging.
That's a great game. I love Dig Dug. That's a jam.
It's not an NBA Jam though.
It is not an NBA jam. I don't know. A lot of memories looking at these lots here.
Do you guys? Since our podcast name is Digital Deliberations,
Yeah.
we should deliberate, right?
What are
I
we
think we
deliberating? What's our
deliberated
topic
on
for deliberation?
we deliberated on fucking military influence in Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, I forgot about that. It's been a long time. Do you guys remember demo discs? Do you remember like?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember buying Soul Reaver and getting a demo disc with it.
Was it built into the game when you started the game and give you a menu and you had to pick the game or the demos?
Yeah.
No,
some
it's
of
like
them
a
did that,
separate
and that was
disc.
annoying. Some of them times they're separate discs. Sometimes it'd just be a specific game. Like you bought the Bouncer in a game with like the Final Fantasy X demo inside the case as a different disc. And then sometimes it was like you start your game and then it gives you like a selection menu where you have to like pick the game that you want to play or launch the demo, which I
Oh,
always
like a boot menu almost.
yeah, that always annoyed the shit out of me. Like I don't want to pick that I want to play Tomb Raider every time I launch this disc. I bought the disc for the game.
Why were you playing Tomb Raider?
I love Tomb Raider. What are you talking about?
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Me loving
Almost
Tomb Raider is
Tomb Raider.
no secret. I think I mentioned it like 100 times in this podcast.
How do you?
We're on episode
how do you-
31.
How do you feel about the Uncharted Tomb Raiders? You know, the relaunched run of them that's basically
they're
just
great.
Uncharted with Tomb Raider.
Great game. They're better than Uncharted.
I played one. It wasn't bad. I just played the one though.
I loved that first one. That was really good. 2 was like more of that, but they added some like more backtracky stuff, which was fine. And then the third one was kind of a it wasn't made by Crystal Dynamics, so it wasn't as like high quality, but it was still a solid game.
Hmm. Well, now with Embracer Group, I think they might do a Tomb Raider. That'd be cool.
Crystal Dynamics is currently working on a Tomb Raider game. That's their current
Yeah.
project. And I think they're
Okay.
doing some kind of sequel to that Guardians of the Galaxy game as well.
That'll be neat.
Oh,
Did you play the trilogy before the new trilogy? It was like Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld.
I don't know.
It was like the 360 era of Tomb Raider.
yeah, that's when it
I
came
don't
back
think
after
so.
its. What was the game that like killed Tomb Raider for a while? Was it?
Angel of Darkness
Yeah,
on the PS2. Yeah, that game's very not finished.
yeah.
There's some quality control in that game.
So that was the trilogy that came after like the death of the first run.
Yeah, they kind of got a little diminishing returns. They did the first 3, which were all really good. And they did Chronicles. They did was it Last Revelation or something like that? And then they did that Angel of Darkness. And those 3 were like probably the worst of the Tomb Raider series.
Did you ever
And then
play
they did
those like weird
the
top-down
Lara Croft games. Yeah,
isometric ones? Yeah.
yeah, those are good. They have Legacy King characters in the second one.
Yeah, they do. I forgot about that.
It's Raziel with
Really?
like
That's
Lara's like
great.
2 pistols on his side. It's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are good games.
I fucking love Raziel.
Yeah, you get Kane and Raziel as the 2 characters instead of Lara and the Temple
That's
Guardian guy.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're also voiced too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
Oh,
that's all I got. I think. Anything you guys want to add?
yeah, I know. I think we should wrap it up. I'm getting sleepy.
Well,
It's getting
what was your point of those demo discs? Did you just want to like talk about demo discs,
Yeah, I
or
wanted
do
to
you have
talk
like an
about.
actual topic?
It wasn't even really a deliberation. I just wanted to bring up demo. Like I miss demo discs. I
Yeah,
told you.
Taylor. Go ahead.
Oh, I told you when we were like. That's why I wanted to play Jersey Devil, Tumba.
Add the one
Oh,
that had
Tomba's awesome. I love Tomba.
Tomba's a great game.
I like Tomba too.
I don't like Tomba 2. That one sucks. They fucked it up.
How they
The
fuck up
3D was
Tumba?
ugly. They
It's,
made it 3D, so it's like a 2.5D game in 3D rendered graphics, but it's shitty PS1. They added this annoying side character that just talks all the time. It's like this fly. Fuck that fly. Fuck the voice acting.
they already
They
had too
made
many
too
things that talk too much.
exactly.
Wait, was there
So
voice acting in that game?
yeah, you don't remember the fucking side character that followed you around? It was like the
I
Navi.
remember him following you. I don't remember him talking.
Oh,
I
he
remember
talks.
text.
Hey
Oh
Tuba,
man.
we gotta go over here and blah blah blah.
Oh
Fuck that game.
yeah.
Yeah, play
Hey
Klonoa instead.
Tomba.
Klonoa was a better game than Tomba 2. That's a shame because that first Tomba was a solid game.
Yeah,
Remember playing Parappa the first time on a demo disc?
and then it stole your money.
Yeah.
It just walked right out with it.
Come back for another demo disc, Parappa. Yeah, sure. I'll take payments. He'll come back, right, guys? Right?
You gotta believe. What's his tagline? I don't remember the rapper that well.
Yeah, like, you gotta believe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. And then Jeremy Lammy was the better game of the 2.
Yeah, you should find that avatar skin.
Oh, I'm Jeremy Lammy? Yeah.
Yeah.
We matched my Discord avatar.
Yeah, demo discs. I missed them. I wish we still had them. I guess you can download. Do they even have demos on Xbox Live or
Steam has
PlayStation Plus?
demos on
Yeah,
some games.
they have demos. A lot of them are like pre-order the game and they will give you a demo, which is fucking bullshit. It's kind of counterintuitive to what demos are. They're supposed to make you want to buy a game.
Yeah.
I know Steam still has demos. You can get some off select games.
Yeah, like a bunch of indie titles do demos, which is a great idea for indie titles because no way I'm wasting my money on shit.
When the what was it? The Ouya, when the Ouya launched, their mantra is that every game had to have a playable demo, and they eventually phased it out because developers didn't want to make them anymore. That was an interesting idea.
I mean,
I want to
yeah,
say
I think every game should have a playable demo. I think if you're gonna make a game, you should make it like you should make a segment that you can play so that people know what have a chance to fucking play the game
The problem
before
with
spending
that is that
$25 to $50 on it.
a lot of games these days are like 40 plus hours, and you level your character up and get new gear and all that shit. So it's hard to get what the actual game's core feel is like if you make a play at the beginning for, I don't know, for like a half hour or whatever. Or do they make a specific demo only area that gives you more powerful dude? Or like how do you do that
Yeah, I
in
guess
modern
that's
day?
fair.
Yeah, you do. What do they call it? A vertical slice in game design
I
when they showed off to the
fucking
publisher?
hate that term. I hate vertical slice. It's
Okay,
so
well,
stupid sounding. I
okay.
hate it.
I
I know
didn't.
what you mean. I just want to nitpick
I
about the
didn't
stupid
fucking invent the
terminology.
term, Tom. You don't have to bite my head off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna
Tom,
tell
you don't have to bite his head off.
like the genre slice of life. Fucking hate it. Hate it.
We look like
Well, it's
Annoys
just a
me.
slice of life, man.
we look like
Slice of life.
the best anime outro right now.
I know, right? I'm deliberating my hatred for bad fucking buzzwords. Genre titles. Demo disc. Taylor, you have the whole collection of Xbox magazine in like the thin DVD cases, and you threw them all away. And I'm kind of sad I didn't grab them.
Yeah, you should
Oh
have.
yeah,
I'm
that's a
surprised you
bummer.
didn't grab those to like add to your throne.
Yeah. In retrospect, I should have because I have like a almost complete collection of Xbox games, but
Well, now you
that's a
don't.
lot of
It'll never
that's a
be.
lot of garbage.
It will never be complete.
I mean, they're not retail games, so they don't count as retail
I
games.
think they
I
do though.
just they're not retail. What are you talking
It's
about?
gonna keep you awake at night, not having all those demo discs. You're gonna,
I'll be okay.
if you
I'll
could,
be fine.
if you could sleep with
You're gonna
yourself.
lay there tossing and turning and just sweating thinking about those demo discs.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Honest with you, I kind of want to get rid of all my physical media, but you know, we'll see what happens. Anybody want
I
to buy a
mean,
copy of
if
Snatcher and
any of
stick a
that
CD?
physical media is Magic the Gathering cards, I'll take those.
Yeah, I don't want my fucking magic cards.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Bring me a Shiba, and I'll give you my magic cards.
Yeah, go steal a dog for magic cards.
No, you live in Pennsylvania. They fucking have
That's
like
not gonna make the trash news in the local newspaper. Man
none
steals
but dog
Shiba.
breeders over there.
Man steals dog for magic cards. Oh my god.
He's feeding his need, his demons.
Look, we've all got our problems, okay?
He gets picked up by the police. He's fucking scratching his face, all nervous like. He's like,
What do you got in your pockets? You got any packs in there?
Yeah, just trying to crack some packs, man. Speaking of, I kind of want to fucking make a YouTube channel where I post packs I crack.
It's,
But
that's stupid, and I hate this world.
Yeah, but I
It's
mean,
people
it's the
watch
worst
it.
thing in the world.
it's a popular market now.
It's
Yeah,
awful. I fucking hate it.
I think just like the next time I buy a box, I'll just film it and I'll put it up on YouTube.
The
And if
next
it gets really good,
time I
Yeah.
buy a box,
box of cards.
the next time I buy a box, as
Yeah.
it's a thing you do on the regular.
Is this allocution lessons? What the hell you're
No,
repeating?
I'm not saying it's a thing I do regularly. I'm just saying whenever I buy another box.
The next time I buy a box implies that you usually buy boxes, and I'm going to do it again. And when I do it, the next time I do it, I'm going to record
He's
it.
clearly gonna do it again.
I think
Yeah,
we need
what do you
intervention
mean?
for this
Yeah,
boy.
they're releasing a new set in January.
I hate magic. I hate it.
I do want them to look. There's a huge conversation to be had about Magic and the sets they're printing and stuff right now, but this isn't the channel for that.
I mean, this could be
Um,
the channel if Brett was here. We just
I mean,
I-
are we having a deliberation right now? Because that sounds like a deliberation to me.
we should probably save that deliberation for when Brett's here.
yeah, it's a deliberation we should say for people that actually know stuff about the game.
Yeah, I mean, I played
I
the
know
online
plenty
one.
about the game. What are you talking about?
Well,
I played
okay,
Magic.
yeah, they're printing the game into the dirt. And
You
it's
want
a
to get
bit of
mad
a
about them
problem.
reprinting rare cards?
No, I'm not. I actually think they should reprint rare cards.
They should reprint
I'm
all the
in the
cards.
reprint. Yeah, right. But what they're doing instead is they're like releasing a lot of new sets and a lot of like duplicate product and a lot of like just a lot of bulk shit. They're printing shit that doesn't fucking matter,
Almost like it's a
right?
scam.
And they're printing shitty sets and they printed they reprinted some of the oldest most powerful cards, but they reprinted them $1,000 for 4 15 card booster packs and they don't have an official Magic the Gathering back. They have a 30th anniversary back, so they're not tournament legal. So it's $1,000 for 60 proxy cards.
You can just print those out on your computer.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a big uproar going on in the community about that as well. So yeah, I mean, Wizards of the Coast has told us to engage with the products that we like, or engage with the products you want. So yeah, just buy the products you want to buy and don't buy the other ones. And fuck it.
We should go back to playing Parcheesi. That's
I've
the
never
best game.
played Parcheesi.
Have you played Sorry? It's the same game.
But the game with the little
Maybe.
bumper things.
It's the thing in the middle. You push a little bubble, and the dice rolls, and you move the pieces. It's
That's
Parcheesi. It's
the one with the bubble in the middle is called Trouble.
all trouble. Yeah. What did I say? Which one's Sorry?
Sorry,
I think
Sorry,
Sorry is like
Sorry you
also
roll dice.
Yeah, sorry, you
yeah.
roll dice
I
and you have little pawns and you bump people out of the way.
yes. Okay. I think that is the same thing as Parcheesi. They're all the same fucking game.
Look at you, the expert on Parcheesi.
Well, Trouble has the bubble popper, the patented dice popping dome. Okay,
Yeah.
and that is significant.
The problem with Trouble is that all the piece slots are like specific circles, and you have to like manually plug your little guy into all the little
Yeah,
circles.
no, Trouble sucks. We don't like
Yeah.
Trouble.
Yeah. I haven't played Trouble in 30
You know
years,
what?
so
You know which board game I think about? You know, that takes up a lot of space in my head for no reason is Don't Wake Daddy. I always remember seeing the ads for it. I don't think I ever even played it.
those kids are shitty.
Yeah,
Waking Daddy.
most kids are shitty.
It's true.
There's a similar game in the
Personal
gay
opinion.
community we play.
Don't Wake Daddy. Is that
Yeah.
like after you like meet a Tinder date and you're like trying to sneak out
Yeah, you don't wake daddy.
before he wakes up? Don't
Yeah,
Wake
you
Daddy.
gotta avoid waking daddy.
Yeah. Gotta grab the Hanes and sneak out without waking him up.
The Hanes? Oh, what
Yeah,
a
I don't
journey.
know. I don't know what kind of underwear you wear. Just didn't want to say undies, okay?
We'll
But
save that to
Hanes.
a 50 subscriber stream.
Where you'll reveal the brand of underwear you wear.
Yes.
You know what? I'll reveal the brand of underwear I wear at 50 subscribers. Maybe they'll sponsor us.
The answer
I'd
is
Hey,
love that.
the answer is not Sears, by the way.
there's only one left.
Yeah, if it's not fucking, is it Fruit of the Loom?
No, there's no guessing. All right, there's no guessing. We should wrap
Is
this
it?
up,
Isn't Fruit of the Loom owned by Hanes?
isn't it?
I
I
think
don't
so.
know.
I'm not up to date on my
I don't know. We're
ownership of
wrapping this
cotton
up, boys.
companies.
We're wrapping it
The
up. Let's
capybara
wrap
is
it up.
falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up, boyos.
Fucking, this is Tiny Dynamite's Digital Deliberations 31.
Yeah.
Have a
happened.
beautiful evening.
Yeah, guys.
Don't buy magic cards.